Hey, good morning, guys, and welcome to workout number 81, which is our Sunday recovery workout. So we are working on mobility and flexibility and just getting you mobile in just a little bit of a different way this morning. So you guys are going to need a resistance band, which will be tethered to a low pick point. And if you have a yoga mat, that would be awesome. If not, you can absolutely do it on the floor. Again, just yoga mat helps with traction. So the first exercise you guys are going to do are resistance band rear delts. So you're going to stand, or you're going to sit facing your resistance band. Okay. We're going to pull back so the shoulder blades are nice and tight. Try to find that nice parallel position. And then we're going to lift, squeezing the rear delts. And then we're going to bring it down and then bring it back. So it's a nice pull all the way back. Shoulder blades nice and tight, neck nice and relaxed. We're going to pull up so you feel that tension in the rear delts. Drop it down and then bring it back. Nice and slow. Stretch through the chest. Bring it up nice and parallel, wrist nice and straight. Bring it back down and then away from it. Okay? Then we're going to do a kneeling quarter split. So what you're going to do is you're going to start like this, and then you're going to bring your foot in front of you, okay? Just like that, so you get a stretch in the hip, pretty easy stretch. So then what I want you to do is you're going to push your hips back, straighten that leg, and then reach forward. Okay? So I'm trying to keep my abs nice and tight, so I'm nice and balanced. I'm reaching down to the toe. And then the last thing is just to drop that. If you need to use your back toe for a little bit of balance, you can do that. Really sink those hips back. Try to keep this knee nice and straight. So then you push forward and then come back into that stretch. Okay? So usually about where you feel like you're going to lose your balance a little bit, just go back into that lunge. And these are single side, so you'll do one side on one side and then one side on the other side. Then we have the Pilates 100. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay down on your back. You're going to bring your feet like this. You're going to bring your hands up, and it's a pulse of the hands. So the feet stay exactly the same. Trying to keep the arms nice and straight, nice and controlled. And you're doing these all for 4 sets of 1 minute. So nice and slow, keeping those abs nice and tight. Then you guys have a kneeling glute raise. So what you're going to do is you're going to start here, bring your knee a little bit farther forward, and then flex your foot. You're going to lift, and then bring it back down. So I'm still pushing through my hands. I'm keeping my hip nice and square. Squeeze the glute. And then bring it back down. It's not about height, because if you go too high, you're gonna have to bend your knee, and then you're no longer isolating the glutes. You're working more into your hamstrings and then your lower back. So if you got a mirror or anything you can use as a gauge, just make sure that it's nice and straight right across. Then we go into our Hindu push-ups. So what you guys can do is you're gonna start in a downward facing dog, like this, okay? Drop those hips back, try to really push down. Then what I want you to do is you're going to bend your elbows, scoop forward. Notice my body did not touch the floor. And then you're gonna reverse that process. Bring it back. So watch, I bend my elbows, they get close to the floor, but then my body sends forward. Lock out your triceps, breathe, stretch through the chest, and then drop back out of it, pushing the hips straight back up to the sky. So one more time. Nose, chin, face, stretch, and then push back out of it. Really stretching through those hamstrings. Then you guys have Supermans. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay on your belly. You're going to bring your hands back behind your head. You're going to bring your legs nice and tight together. And then you're going to lift your upper body and your legs. Squeeze the middle back. Stretch, 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 stretch. And then drop back down. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then drop back down. Okay? And really release all the way out of it. And then the last one you guys are going to do are TikToks. So lay on your back. You're going to bring your legs all the way to one side, pushing through the hands for a little bit of support. Bring them back up, and then stretch through the other side. So up, really squeeze through the core, stretch through the lower back, especially your obliques. Bring it up, Stretch the other side. Notice there's a little lift right here. Lift, and then stretch, okay? So nice and slow. There's obviously a lot of core work as well. Anytime we're talking about recovery, we're talking about rehabilitation for the lower back, for the lower abs, and then for the most part, really releasing the hips, because most of y'all got some tight hips. So that is it for your Sunday workout. Remember, there are 4 sets of 1 minute with 15 seconds rest. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this lovely weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow, Monday. Take care. Bye.